To be or not, perhaps greeted the latest presidential directive on the restoration of law and order in Apapa. We are all too familiar with the scenarios that has now been christened the Apapa gridlock. Two weeks ago, a directive went into enforcement, and as always, we also followed independently. In the first few days of the tax team's operation, they recorded some success, howbeit on one axis of Apapa, and the reasons we sought to know, and here's what we found. There's also been a blame game over who is responsible for the congestion aside the damaged roads. Here we get some clarifications.
Until you solve the issue of roads and truck parks, the problems will persist. Okay? Now, the issue is a lot of those truckers want to use the ports as parking facilities, and we will not allow it. We have a situation where customs processes are completely manual. For all containers, they have to open manually. No scanner is working at the port. So every inspection is manual. And we're talking about a customs service that works for maybe 8 hours a day. So tell me, how many cargo can they examine manually in a day?
This is the bridge linking you from Eric Moore, which is just in front of me, all the way up to Ijora Bridge, and you turn right, which is, that's the National Theatre, turn right, and that's Apapa. But again, enough said about what the traffic and the gridlock has done. Part of the damages it has done to our society and to this area is the damage to infrastructure. For instance, look at this. When you look at this sign, it tells you that something was actually buried here. And I can tell you that which was buried here is an armored cable that supplied electricity to these streetlights. What do we have? It's been cut off and it's been stolen. There's no cable here. They cut it off. See, cut it off. Today, a few more feathers have been added to previous achievements by the tax team around the notorious axis of Mile 2.
For some time, you have seen the 10-lane road turn to double lane. Some people have passed trucks, and everywhere you see trucks facing themselves to the extent that no truck can move from Mile 2 to Coconut and Coconut to Tinkapo. So we've been able to streamline them from Coconut to the port. We are now streamlining from Coconut down to Mile 2, and now streamlining from Mile 2 down to Sele. So you will see this side, we are keeping them to one lane now. We are doing the same thing as we move ahead. So once they get into one single file, it will allow so many things to happen. A contractor is on this road, working to fix both sides of the road. The contractor doesn't even have access to do palliatives. So we'll be able to gain space for the contractor to do the palliative.
If the clear sites, as it appears, remains and or improved on, that's a plus. But maintaining it will most definitely require a staying power or a sustained effort. Olu Phillips, Channels Television News.